Okay. Chargers on 3.
Chargers on 3. Chargers on me. 1, 2, 3.
Chargers!
That's what I wanted.
The first period is won by the best technician. The second period is won by the kid in the best shape. The third period is won by the kid with the biggest heart. This is wrestling.
Wrestling has impacted my life by making me more mature and definitely more confident in my body and my strength. My worst experience of wrestling was throwing up 3 times in one practice. That was definitely not too fun. And my best experience was getting 3rd place at a JV tournament. My dad suggested me to start wrestling because he wrestled throughout high school and college. What motivates me to come to wrestling practice every day is to be the best wrestler that I can be. 1 out of 10, how hard is wrestling? I'd say about a 10. Is that it?
Yeah.
Rise and shine. 6 a.m. and your hand can't make it to the alarm clock before the voices in your head start telling you that it's too early, too dark, and too cold to get out of bed. Aching muscles lie still in rebellion, pretending not to hear your brain commanding them to move. A legion of voices are shouting their unanimous permission for you to hit the snooze button and go back to dreamland. But you didn't ask their opinion. The voice you've chosen to listen to is one of defiance. A voice that says there was a reason you set that alarm in the first place. So sit up, put your feet on the floor, and don't look back, because we've got work to do. Welcome to the grind. For what is each day but a series of conflicts between the right way and the easy way? 10,000 streams fan out like a river delta before you, each one promising the path of least resistance. Thing is, you're headed upstream. And when you make that choice, when you decide to turn your back on what's comfortable and safe and what some would call common sense, well, that's day one. From there, it only gets tougher. So just make sure this is something you want, because the easy way out will always be there, ready to wash you away. All you have to do is pick up your feet.
The hustle standing, flag no fail. Hold strong, people. Hold strong. Revolutionary, front line standing, solitary. Mind state, kinda scary. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and put me on the front line. 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 Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. Follow me if you can. Heart beating faster. Don't forget to breathe and put me on the front line. 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 Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong.
I'm Chris Riley, and I'm 15 years old, and I wrestle for Leland High School. I've been wrestling for 4 years, and I currently wrestle the 128 weight class. Wrestling is basically my life now. I've given up all my other sports that I've been doing to come and wrestle, and it's a very time-consuming sport, but it's all worth it in the end. Per week, I probably put in, like, just wrestling practice alone would be that'd be 10 hours of wrestling practice alone, and then the time that I put in for myself to improve would be like another 4 hours, so 14 hours a week. With wrestling camps, it really depends what you want to improve upon. If you just want to like get better in general, you can go to these camps where they'll just tear you apart, and like you get up at like 6 in the morning and you get like just that much for breakfast, and you go and wrestle all day, and then you get like maybe like a 10-minute lunch break, and then you sleep there, and you do that for like however long you want to do that. And it sounds like hell, but if you want to get better, that's what you have to do.
I'm Nick Jansen. I'm 17 years old. I'm currently participating in the Leland Wrestling team, and this is my first year wrestling, and I'd have to say it's a load of fun. I came into it not knowing anything about it, and then when I came out of it, it completely changed my life. And just the coaches and the people I got to be with were truly a great experience for me. And yeah, it taught me how to deal with problems I have mentally, and just it's an overall great experience. The thing that was tough for me was getting up in the morning and leaving for the tournaments, and then being there all day, wrestling like 5 matches against guys who are really competitive, and even though you beat every single one of them, by the end of the day it's still really tiring, and it just sucks all the energy out of you. Even that last match is like, I don't know how to describe it. It's so tough, but it feels so good when you win. And you will be seeing me in the 2022 Olympics.
Roll with it. There you go. No. Cheyenne!
Wrestling. Some may consider it a game. Others may call it just a hobby they picked up to get in shape. But for the boys and girls who devoted their whole life to this so-called sport, they deem wrestling as a lifestyle. Wrestling changes everyone who willingly steps on the mat just to fight an opponent, gladiator style. Although in 264 BC, when gladiators did fight, they fought to the death. But wrestlers, they don't have that luxury. After a loss, we actually have to deal with it and try and hold back our emotions. You may just think, come on, it's just a game, you'll get them next year. But to have trained for 3 hours every day, harder than the previous day, and go to a tournament every Saturday lasting from 6 in the morning to 7 at night, and to have come as far as you did just to get manhandled by a kid that you know you could have beaten. And there's nobody else to blame for your loss except yourself. This feeling changes people. For the weak, it turns losers into quitters. But for the strong, it turns losers into fighters, which transforms them into winners. Wrestlers are a different breed. It is insane to want to starve yourself while working tremendously hard to cut weight just to be able to wrestle people who are 10 pounds lighter than you, and to try and give everything you've got on the mat to either win or lose. Yeah, I'd call that insane. Once you walk out on the mat, nothing else in life matters. That right there is 6 minutes in paradise.
Shoot the lights out high till it's bright out. Oh, just another lonely night. Are you willing to sacrifice your life?